We're here today to welcome two of the people from Booz and Booz Allen Hamilton, and I thought I'd just read about what Booz Allen and Hamilton are. In case you don't know, you will know after this is all over. Actually, I've been sort of acquainted with who they are for a long, long time because I seem to recall my father, who was in a technical field, had some interplay with them a long, long time ago. Anyways, so Booz Allen Hamilton has been in the forefront of strategy and technology for more than 100 years. Today, the firm provides management and technology consulting and engineering services to leading Fortune 500 corporations, governments, and not-for-profit across the globe. Booz Allen partners with public and private sector clients to solve their most difficult challenges through a combination of consulting, analytics, mission operations, technology, systems delivery, cybersecurity, engineering, and innovation expertise. Presenters who today are, on my left this is Eric, on my right is Chrissy. I got that right, good. We'll discuss internship opportunities available with Booz Allen Hamilton and entertain questions. I hope you have lots of questions about the application process and expectations of the company with regard to internships. Specific information on the current internships available is posted on the internship bulletin board just inside the west entrance to the Math Lounge. I think you're walking there. It's there. I've seen it. And without further talk on my part, let me introduce Eric and Christy.
As he said, my name is Eric Filson. My name is not on that flyer or on any of the posters. I've worked for Booz Allen Hamilton since 2008. I am primarily a software engineer by trade. Lately, though, I've graduated into more project management type tasks and business development and some other things administratively within the firm. We do have more than 24,000 employees on any given day, supporting every cabinet level department within the government. The Dayton office specifically, we have right around 400 employees. Does that sound about right to you today? Yeah. About 400 employees. Obviously, we support Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, a variety of customers there. Air Force Research Labs, Air Force Institute of Technology, NASIC, which is the National Aerospace Intelligence Center. Yeah. Several other pockets within the base. Our core competencies of this particular office include, but are not limited to, cybersecurity and defense, analytics, all sorts of engineering, you name it, we do it, and digital solutions. So more specifically, what we were asked to come talk to you today about was our 2018 Summer Games internship program. What this is, we select it. This occurs at a variety of offices throughout the firm. There's a lot of them in DC. The Dayton office has a team this year. We will get a team of interns to come in and perform a 10-week internship, guided by various varying levels of seniority employees that are already there. Who are we looking for? The absolute best of the best. We want the cream of the crop. We get thousands of applications, and only a few hundred are accepted every year. The mission in general, every team throughout the firm is going to be collaborating to identify a problem in the world and see what they can do to solve it. And we'll talk a little bit more about what the Dayton team is going to be doing here in a minute, but it's very cool and impactful. At the end of the 10-week internship program, every team will fly to DC and participate in a 3-day pitch session where it's a competition. It's head-to-head, one team against another team giving their pitches, and it's an elimination. So every round, another team gets eliminated until there's only one standing. And the team that's standing gets additional funding to continue their projects, and in just about every case that I've ever heard of, they all get hired on full-time. So, some of the past projects that I don't have a whole lot of detail on, and I'll jump in if you do either. Some some technology to help the visually impaired navigate digital solutions. So, these are human factors engineers, these are data scientists, these are materials engineers. An app that lets military commanders have quick information about attacks out in the field. Obviously, our number one customer here in Dayton is the Air Force, and we support the military. There was a team, I believe, out of DC that was looking at human trafficking and seeing if there were ways that they could use data to identify sort of the choke points to combat human trafficking. In peeling back the onion a little bit further, we've discovered that the data is collected in a variety of stovepipes from various nonprofit community organizations, law enforcement, and healthcare. And so there are privacy issues, there is non-standard data being collected, there are organizations that collect the data and then hold on to it and try to sell it. So what we're going to do is work with some of these organizations and try to bring it all together. One of the organizations that we're working with is called COPE, the Community Overdose Action Team. They're a nonprofit, and they do kind of what we are trying to do, but take it to the next level and actually expose the data and apply some analytical techniques. We are working with the Montgomery County Alcohol, Drug, Addiction, and Mental Health Services, or ADAMHS. Actually, it's a terrible acronym. I didn't make that. As well as hospitals and clinics and treatment facilities. What we want this team to do this summer is to work with these varying groups and develop a centralized data hub to capture and standardize all of this data into one location and then expose it and facilitate intervention points within the epidemic life cycle. So if there are opportunities to identify early on when someone has showed a particular risk behavior, identify it then during treatment before it becomes a problem. So what we're looking for this program specifically, we're looking for software developers and data scientists. And I'm not going to read that to you, but we are looking for people with coursework in specific languages such as Java, Python, C, JavaScript. There are no deal breakers per se. We would like to see some people that have experience with data visualization tools. Tableau is really big right now, as well as another tool called Click. As far as the years that we're looking for students who are going to be graduating in 2020, ideally, but the right candidate is the right candidate. And that's, again, not a deal breaker what year you're graduating. So by all means, if you want to apply, apply. Then we jump over to the data science area. And we're looking for a couple data scientists. Statistics, mathematics, same rough graduation range of 20 to 20. And same basic skill set, Tableau, Click, some sort of a background in programming would be very helpful, but not required, because you will be with a team, a cross-functional team that does include developers. And you'll have all this information, and I'll make sure you all have links and know where to apply, so you don't have to feverishly write all that down. How to apply. Careers.law.com. If you take away one thing, take away that. Careers.law.com. For the 2018 Summer Games, search for 2018 Summer Games. And I included a couple specific rec numbers that you can search for. If you search for 2018 Summer Games, you're going to come up with positions outside of Ohio all across the country. So maybe that's something you're interested in. If you do want to go to DC, I'm sure there are opportunities in DC. Again, I don't recommend it. And that, I believe, is the end of our formal presentation. We wanted to open it up for questions.